All right, hey guys, I'm here at the House of Blues with Rich Thomas, the artistic director of CCP North America, and a variety of other arcane and intrinsic titles of Doom. How's it going?
It's going great. It's going great. We're at the House of Blues.
In New Orleans.
In New Orleans.
And one of the things that we're celebrating this weekend is the release of V20 Vampire 20, the 20th anniversary edition of Vampire the Masquerade, and you are the artistic director therein.
Art director, creative director, and curmudgeon.
the local curmudgeon. Now, as the artistic director, can you tell us a little bit about sort of the artistic design of the World of Darkness, and specifically of Vampire the Masquerade?
Well, absolutely. And particularly the V20 edition was a return to the aesthetic that we had somewhere between second edition and revised edition, and anybody who knows the games, I think, kind of has an idea what I'm talking about. But an elegance, a beauty, a romance, even in the graphic design, and the art. Similarly, we were bringing in old favorites. Tim Bradstreet doing the amazing 13 new pieces that he did. A bunch of guys like Josh Timbrook, Guy Davis, Vince Locke, that really epitomized the artists and the illustrations that went into the Vampire all the way from second all the way through revised edition.
Can you talk a little about the propagation of sort of the artistic design that you guys have been pursuing for the last 20 years? Where are its roots, and where do you see its future?
Well, I mean, I hope that certainly the future of it is people loving Vampire 20th edition and us running with that and doing more books for the classic World of Darkness. Visually speaking, the roots were, well, I mean, we started in 1991, so the roots were things like Lost Boys, and of course the very ornate descriptions that would lend themselves to illustrations from Anne Rice. So those sorts of feelings of the decadence and almost the Baroque level of detail that, I mean, you could see in a lot of Tim Bradstreet's early work.
And that actually brings up a great point. Tim Bradstreet's been with Vampire since the beginning. Talk a little bit about his sort of evolution, his artistic evolution within the company, and his involvement with V20.
Well, the great thing about that was, I mean, Tim, iconic Vampire the Masquerade artist. I think probably more people first tried Masquerade because they saw Tim's art than the green marble cover or anything else like that. It was just his art compels you. It's very realistic. People could imagine themselves as these badass vampires or beautiful vampires that he was drawing. And really, Tim was present in the RPG business at that time, and it was just a letter from Mark Reinhagen to Tim to say, would you be interested, that got this whole ball rolling. For V20, Tim was at Grand Masquerade last year and had such a good time that when we said, hey, we'd like to do a new version of this book, would you be at all, could you find time? Because he's doing movies and he's doing comic books, he's just an amazingly busy guy. Completely cleared the decks so that he could spend concentrated time doing the 13 new pieces that he's done.
The artistic direction of the book, I gotta say, is just exquisite. I mean, it feels like the kind of book, it's a presentation piece.
Absolutely. What we really wanted to do was to say to all the fans, this is for you. This is as beautiful as we can make it. We had more arguments about how we could make it more beautifuler than then really, there was never a question of like, let's not do that, we don't care about that. No, how can we make it even more gorgeous?
The hand stitching, the enamel emblem on the spine.
I insisted on the hand stitching because it felt differently than a lot of the other deluxe editions that we've done over the years. If we never do another book ever again, this is going to be the trendsetter, the one.
And artistically, it's the kind of book that you want to bring to a game, but are afraid to because you don't want to spill like any food or drink or plasma all over it.
Excellent reason to get two.
Plasma, excuse me.
Yes, to get two of them. Have one is you've got autographed and you have perfectly preserved, and then the one that you play with. Also, because I have to do this, it's going to be available in PDF and also print on demand form, so you can get it that way and keep your deluxe leather-bound edition.
Well, so I know that initially it was only going to be through pre-orders that you could get them, but are people going to be able to continue to buy them for the next certain amount of time?
Well, I mean, the deluxe editions, we printed a certain many of them based on the pre-orders. That's the only way anybody's ever going to get them, except aftermarket sort of stuff. But it will be available in print on demand and in PDF forever.
Well, I'm really proud to say that I own one copy that has original art from you.
And the insane Justin Achillia as well.
And it's a wang. You drew me a wang in my book.
Personally for you. You know what I think about when I think of Joel?
Wangs? No, it's ridiculous. All right. Well, Rich, thank you so much.
It's been a blast, man.
It has been, and it's been a hell of a weekend. I'm so glad that we got to come down.
We have had a great time.
And thank you so much. Everything's been great. The art is outstanding, and V20 is a work of art itself.
Thank you so much. That means a lot.
Let's say it was UFOs. Do you think the government would be able to keep something like that a secret?